Whether you're a beginner, intermediate or in-game player, XP farming will always be useful. It's evolved over the last few years from Colosseum Neptune to Jack and finally to Marco. For April Fools Day 2023, we've been given a boosted ship to aid us in our level grind. Whether you came to find teams to utilize the new ship or to farm levels outside of event periods, this video will help you. If you're a beginner and still not sure how this works, I'll explain the best way to go forward with actionable steps. I'll also show some of the best quests to farm experience, and in addition I'll throw a ton of other good teams in the description and pinned comment for your convenience. Without further ado, let's get into the video. To start off, if you don't have the Laboon ship for this event period, you can purchase it for 500 points in the Rally's Bazaar. If you're watching this after April 17th, 2023, it won't be there and you can ignore what I just said. This part of the video is made for new players, so if you're looking for teams, just skip to this timestamp. Okay, my new players, let's discuss XP farming. Honestly, if you got lucky enough to pull Marco or Jack, you can kinda skip this, but there still might be some useful information here, so I recommend still watching on. Basically, XP farming is where we play a quest repeatedly while using captain abilities and a ship that will multiply the pirate XP earned in your adventure. The best ship to use to farm in general would be the Ho ship, giving you a 1.5x XP boost, and it's obtainable by spending 30 gems in the unlockable quest section of Extra Island. Besides purchasing and maxing the Ho ship, it will be a bit difficult to identify the best captain to use, as you likely won't have Marco or Jack, who are the best XP farming captains. But don't worry, I have it all sorted out for you. Hopping on the OPTC character database, a useful resource for any player that allows you to filter out characters, we can see all the XP multiplying captains. Most of these can be characterized into three groups: 1.2x XP captains, 1.5x XP captains, and the two units above those being Marco and Jack. For the most part, these units can be weaseled out into four main characters you need to worry about in XP farming. In the 1.2x group, the only relevant character who you can obtain is Trafalgar Law, Captain of the Heart Pirates. This is a unit that you'll get for free on a new account upon day 2's login. You can get him regardless of when you start the game. As a 1.2x Pirate XP Captain, he is quite minuscule in his boost, but it's the best you'll get at the start if you didn't get lucky enough to pull Marco or Jack. After receiving Law, you can start farming the free-to-play Size Straw Hats quest on Extra Island. Not only will you be able to obtain this extremely good starting team, you will also level up quite a bit, especially with the help of Law. Another important note to make is that you should reserve the 4 free Pirate XP quests you see on Extra Island from the Rookie Chopperman missions. There's also one from the Intermediate, but you can worry about that a bit later. Make sure you have the Ho ship maxed, and make sure you run Law when entering the quest. Most importantly, join either Stumpty Gotcha's Discord or the OPTC Pirate Alliance Discord and ask for someone to add you who has Marco, the best XP farming captain. Running him as your friend captain will allow you to multiply your XP earned by 2.25x, which is very substantial. Then use the Marco as a friend captain for those free XP quests and you'll get insane amounts of XP for no stamina. Messing up here will waste so much of your early game stamina and time. I'll leave an invite to those Discords in the description down below. After those XP quests done right, you'll be able to get past Pirate level 150 and will now have unlocked the challenge section on Extra Island. With this, you can enter the Recollection Archive. Now, we can upgrade your XP captain to 1.5x. Pretty exciting, right? So now, up until now, you were using Law. But let's take a look at the characters available in the 1.5x group of XP farming captains. There's one that stands out as he's free to play. Neptune, King of the Sea, is an excellent free to play character. He'll be a go-to for XP farming and it also has a very good special for other quests. Make sure you challenge him in the underground difficulty, as you won't be equipped to face him in the high difficulty. With the straw hats you farmed previously, underground should be a piece of cake. That's pretty much it for preparing for XP farming as a beginner. After that, the main quest you'll farm for XP is going to be Golden Pound Usopp, found in the character recruitment quest on Extra Island. Okay, getting into the main event of the video, which is the teams I'm going to be showing you. First off, I'm going to be showing you 2 teams I'm going to be using for high XP farming quests. Those are the best value for your stamina. You get the most XP per stamina. And then I'll also be showing you another team that's going to get you a lot of XP in a short amount of time while sacrificing a bit of stamina. But let's get into it. I'll talk about the teams, explain them, and then you can actually showcase them. So let's go into my teams here, and I have 3 teams ready here. The new Laboon ship is going to be your go-to if you do have it, but don't worry if you don't have it, these teams will all work perfectly fine. Just use the Ho ship and you'll be good to go. So the Laboon ship is a bit better. The Laboon ship isn't even much better, bro. It's a very minuscule difference. Host ship is 1.75x. I'm sorry, I said 1.5x in the intro. It's actually 1.75x, and then Laboon is 2x. So a very minuscule difference. But it's always nice to have that bit of a multiply difference. So the first team I'm going to be showing you here is for Clash Doflamingo, the OG Dex Doflamingo Clash. So this team is provided by 6plus. Shout out to him for providing the team. It's very basic in how it works. Stage 1, Elizabeth, special wave player. Stage 2 and 3 we use what's his face, Zoro. And on stage 4 we use the superclass of Marco. So make sure you do have your superclass activated on Marco. We do this by having 5 fighter characters on the team. Zoro is the exception, but basically Elizabeth can be replaced by any fighter wave player. Luffy can be replaced by any single strength unit that is a fighter who has very high stats. Luffy is literally just a stat stick there, being a strength character. Obviously Dofi is Dex, so we have type advantage. And then Bonnie here is gonna give us a full board of recovery orbs at the start of the quest. So we need those to make sure we have matching orbs on the final stage. But this can be any character that's going to give a full board of matching orbs at the start of the quest, and who is a fighter unit. So you make sure that they fighter, otherwise you want to have Marco's superclass. And then on the final stage, both of our Marco specials will activate automatically, and then we'll still have matching orbs from Bonnie, and then we can kill. So very basic team in how it works, but very effective. We get about 400,000 XP from this, which is very good. 180 stamina though, so it's quite costly, but very fast. Then we have the Heim quests. So these are the quests the teams use to farm the strength, dex, quick, psi, and int times. Not only are these quests the best for how valuable your stamina is, you get the most XP per stamina, but also you get Heim, so it's a 2-in-1. Very useful, and I recommend farming these actually if you want the most effective XP farming. And also, as I said before, you get Heims. But if you want to farm solely pirate levels and you have a lot of meats, then I recommend using this team. But how these teams work, so this one's auto and this one's manual. I've showed these in a previous video. I haven't actually showed the Dofi team though before, so this is a bit of new information. So how these teams work is for this one, as you see there, we don't have a bottom right unit. On some of the Heim farming quests, our bottom right unit gets binded, so not having a unit there saves a teeny bit of time, not much, but it makes a difference in the long run. And these other 3 subs here are very unique characters that have a very nice crewmate ability that's going to allow us to get extra tap timing damage. That's just to make sure that we kill the enemies fast with 1 tap. So it's not required. If you don't have these characters, just run your high stat units and make sure they don't have type disadvantage, and it should be fine. But this is the fastest way to get it done. Not having a unit in your bottom right and then running these characters with this crewman ability. And then for the manual team here, we're just running the same sort of idea where we don't have a bottom right character. We're running 2 double special activation wave players as well as Elizabello to get us our wave player for all 5 stages. It's fine if you don't have these characters, you can just run another wave player here. You will get binded, but just make sure you use that binding character special before the final stage, and it will be a bit slow, but it's fine in the end. And that's pretty much it for these quests. There's not a lot to it. Let me obviously show you the best quest to farm these times, and then we can get into the team for the Doflamingo Clash, and then we can end off the video. So these are also useful for beginner, as I showed you at the start. At the end I said that you should use the Usopp, Golden Pound Usopp quest to farm your pirate XP. This is going to be the quest that you want to farm. For Heims, you also get rally points for selling this Usopp, and obviously a bunch of XP. Then for your int times, you want to go to this one, your buggy, and you want to farm useless kid for your int times. He only starts for 1 rally point, so a lot less rally points from this one, but it's still pretty fast. Then for your strength, dex, and quick strength, you want to go to Usopp here and farm Usopp. Then for dex, go to the dex one here with Marco and farm Usopp. For quick, go to the Sanji one here and farm the toy soldier. So that's going to be it for all the Heims. Those are going to be your best quests for speed, and they'll get you all of your Heims and your XP farming. Then taking a look at the Doflamingo Clash. Should probably unlock it first. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have the Clash Doflamingo Unparalleled Cruelty for 60 stamina. Just run on 3x stamina because there's no reason to not. You get it done a lot faster, 3 times faster. And in the description, as I said at the start of the video, I will have some other teams that you can use to XP farm. There's so many different options. Most commonly, you'll see Colosseum MacVice, Colosseum Kinemon. There's this Doflamingo raid. I'm pretty sure the other Doflamingo raid is also very good for XP farming, but I currently don't have the team available. So if I do find it, then I will have a video uploaded for that, because the ship is going to be available for the next 2 weeks, I think, or almost 3 weeks. So there's a lot of time that we have. Then stage 4 here, we use Marco's Superclass. That's going to give us a healing effect, which will allow our Captain effect to proc on the final stage and have the specials activated automatically. Fortunately, Marco's special is quite slow, but it's fine. He's still quite a fast legend in terms of the cooldown he gives. In terms of other quests, also Colosseum Margaret. Most of the Colosseums give very good XP. I don't know why he's Luffy there, but anyway. You don't need to activate Luffy, by the way. He's super unnecessary there, wastes a bit of time. But as you can see, very fast run, very basic. You can replace units, you can replace Snake Man, you can replace Bonnie, you can replace the Elisabello and the Zoro. Basically every unit besides Marco can be replaced. And that's going to be it for the Doflamingo quest. So as you can see, they're quite a bit of XP. And that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the teams or any replacements, as I said before, very replaceable units. That's going to be it. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.